Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen, everyone. Tonight's recipe is not only a comforting casserole, it's also a whole food plant-based and of course oil-free recipe. So get excited for this Mexican-style bean and rice casserole. As always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is start on your brown rice, which I've already done. This is going to take about 45 minutes, so make sure to do that first. You need 2 cups of cooked rice. So the other exciting thing about this recipe is it has a cheese sauce that we're making ourselves tonight. So we're going to grab a small pan and we're going to toast some cashews on there because that's what we're going to put in the cheese sauce. Now we just want to toast these until we can start smelling them. I mean, they get a little bit darker. Now this is optional, so you don't have to put the cashews in there if you don't have any. Alright, we're going to keep this baby going because we're going to toast some cumin seeds. We're making our own cumin powder. You need 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds. I can already smell it. It's nice and fragrant already. We're just going to toast it another minute or so. Obviously you don't want to burn them. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, now we have our toasting out of the way. We're going to grab the veggies for our cheese sauce because we're going to make that first. You need a red bell pepper and a large yellow onion. And we're just going to coarsely chop these because we're going to throw everything in a blender for our cheese sauce. And with our onion, if this happens to be particularly strong, the recipe recommends blanching it for a few minutes so that it doesn't overpower the cheese sauce. This does smell fairly strong, so I am going to blanch this. Alright, we are good here. We're going to drain these onions. And we're going to start loading all the other ingredients into the blender. First our onions, our red peppers, our toasted cashews, an optional tablespoon of tahini, our cup of nutritional yeast, and you want to make sure to salt to taste. Alright, we're going to blend the heck out of this. And depending on the consistency that you're left with, you might need to add up to a half a cup of water. Now before we start on our filling for the actual casserole, make sure to set your oven to 350. Alright, so for our filling, we're going to grab 2 medium zucchinis, a red bell pepper, and another large yellow onion, along with 3 cloves of garlic. Alright, we're going to dice our onion and our bell pepper. We're going to mince our garlic. And finally, we're going to dice our 2 zucchinis into 1/2-inch cubes. And then we're going to put a large skillet on a medium heat. And we're going to cook our onion and our bell pepper for about 7 to 8 minutes. If it gets a little dry, add 1 or 2 tablespoons of water at a time. You want the onion to start to brown. In the meantime, you remember those cumin seeds that we were toasting? Go ahead and grind those up. As you can see, these veggies are sweating quite a bit, so you don't need to worry about adding any oil. And once our onions have browned a bit, we're going to add our garlic. We're going to cook this for about 4 minutes. Alright, while that's cooking, we're going to open up a can of black beans, drain it and rinse it. And finally, before we remove this from the heat, we're going to add our cumin powder and our chili powder and cook that for another 30 seconds. Smells good. Alright, let's remove it from the heat. Into this, we're going to add everything else. Our zucchini, 2 cups of cooked brown rice, black beans, corn, and finally, our cheese sauce. Alright, we are going to mix this well. And we're going to spoon this in a casserole dish. And into the oven it goes for 25 minutes, or until it's bubbly. Let's take it out. Oh yeah. We are gonna garnish this with a bit of cilantro, and then we're ready to eat. Now the cheese itself, I will have to say, it doesn't taste like cheese. To be honest with y'all, it's a decent sauce that's in there. It has a little bit of nuttiness from the cashews. The zucchini still has a little bit of bite to it, which is nice. It's a nice texture difference from the rest of it. This is a good casserole. I would just play around with the spices a little bit. You can get a little bit of the cumin coming through, which is nice. I would probably just add a little bit more salt, maybe some black pepper, and I think you'll be happy with it. Oh, and some tomatoes would probably be nice too. Alright y'all, if you're in the mood for a healthy Mexican style bean and rice casserole, you should make this. I think you'll enjoy it. With my tips, of course. Alright y'all, I hope you like what you saw today. If you did, hit a thumbs up. I would love you for it, and make sure to subscribe and share and comment and all that good stuff. I'll see y'all next time.